Hello, beautiful soul watching this. Do you find yourself sometimes being in a constant battle with something out there? You're fighting something constantly. You might be one of those people who consider themselves starseeds like workers, whatever you'd like to consider yourself as, who think that they came here to battle the evil, to stop the darkness. You might just be in a constant battle with yourself, with your inner self, constantly battling yourself. Should I do this? No, I shouldn't. Should I do that? No, I don't think that's a good idea. Maybe you're in a battle with someone else, with a constant conflict with other people, constantly finding conflicts outside. Or you're constantly finding things that you feel are worth fighting for, so you go out there and fight for them in some kind of way. Well, I'm here to tell you that if you were drawn to this video, clearly this message is for you. And maybe it's gonna resonate, maybe it won't yet. But at some point in your life, you'll find that it will end up resonating. You'll find the truth. Because the truth is not to constantly fight. We've evolved as humans to keep fighting. Look at the stories we have. For thousands of years, all of the stories contain fighting. Whether it's literal sword fighting of some kind, or people in some kind of conflict. And there's constantly some kind of negative and bad and evil, at least one character in a story. Why do we find this so interesting? Why have we evolved in this way? Part of the reason is that we live in the third dimension. Light cannot exist without darkness. You yourself exist because darkness exists, because there is duality. So we find this interesting. We are constantly finding someone bad, someone to want to fight, something to want to fight for as well. But what I received now, what I channeled through, is that it's time to really stop fighting. It's time to stop fighting ourselves, time to stop fighting our fears even, time to stop fighting all of the darkness if you've been trying to fight the darkness. Time to stop fighting. It's time to use your sword, metaphorical or literal, in a different way. Instead of pointing it at someone, point it up. Use your passion, your creativity, your inspiration, your love as a beacon. So like a beacon, you will shoot out, and like that, your power will magnify, will swirl around you, and will allow you to propel yourself to a greater level. And part of it is something about leaving or experiencing the higher dimensions. Although we're here in the 3D, so we're here to experience the 3D. But part of the way to bring balance to everything and to go higher, we're talking about going higher, to the higher dimensions, is to bring balance to something here. We've come here, so we need to start balancing things. And how do you balance things? You don't balance things by fighting constantly. Even I was fighting myself, thinking, is this a good idea to film this video? Should I be showing my face? Do I look presentable enough? No. But it's time to stop fighting. So I'm not fighting myself. I'm Victoria. I'm here. I'm showing you my face. It's not look, presentable in my opinion at all. But we need to be role models, good role models for each other, for our kids, for everyone around us. It's just like being a parent. I'm not a parent personally, but I can see parents around me, many, and my own. My mom, I love her, but when I grew up, she used to tell me one thing and do the exact opposite. That made me lose, that kind of made her lose credibility in my view, I guess, because she knows what to do, but she doesn't do it. So why should I do what she's telling me to do when she doesn't even do it? What's the point? So it's time for us to be role models for each other, for, of course, as I said, our children, if you have children, or your future children, or your grandchildren, or whoever, your nephews, nieces, people just all around the world. And that's why I'm here. I want to inspire you. I want to fill you with love and creativity so that you can shine your brightest. Because the biggest battle is within us, isn't it? Like I said, I was thinking I don't look presentable enough to be making a video, to be channeling through information, to be showing my face. But it doesn't matter what I look like. Do you care? I mean, maybe a part of you does, but that part of you that might care what I look like is a part that's actually judging you yourself about how you look. So if I'm judging myself and everyone else about hair, I would think, oh yeah, my hair looks, bad. And I'd go and look at some other video and think, oh, this person, I don't like how they did their hair. But that's just because I have my own insecurities about hair. They're not about hair, but just an example. So what part of you are you fighting? What part of you are you hating? And you're hating it, most likely because you think it's not perfect. You think it's not good enough. And you're fighting against it. Again, it's that constant battle between the light and the dark. You're searching for the light. You're searching for perfection. You're searching for beauty, for clear, beautiful light. I don't know. You can imagine like a perfect image, like a drawing that's perfect. But people, we're not perfect. And you can see that playing out a lot. Celebrities and not even normal people constantly editing their photos to look a certain way because they're hating what they actually look like. They're hating the imperfections. They're thinking, I need to look a certain way. But you don't. No one needs to look a certain way. We look the way that we look. And all of us are going to grow old. We're going to see most of us will see ourselves and each other look worse and worse. So if we're talking about looks, things will always become less and less perfect as time goes by. So some of you that might be older might, already know this. And some of you that might be closer to my age might still be struggling with this, just like me. Not to say the older generation isn't struggling with this either. I see that around me. The older generation, the younger, all of them are struggling with it in their own kind of way. All of them are struggling with their own darkness, and that's again the key part. We are hating whatever we think is not perfect, whatever we think is not light. But the true thing we need to do right now is accept both of those parts, because we do have our beautiful side. We do have things that, parts of me, I might have some beautiful parts that you might not have, and you might have beautiful parts that I might not have. So we have those beautiful parts that are looking perfect and light, but we also have parts that are not deemed in today's society as beautiful and perfect. And that's okay. It's okay to have both of them, and it's okay to accept both of them. And of course, we've been talking about the appearance a lot, but the appearance is just a mirror of what's inside. So what's inside you? What are all of I kind of like to think of it as like boxes. I don't know why it's like easy to think about it. So we have have parents, they have parents, and there's, all the ancestors. They pass down things to us. They pass down a lot of boxes to us. And some of the boxes are great. Some of the boxes are not so great. And some of the boxes get mixed up. So you have mixed stuff. And in all of these boxes, there's a lot of course, beautiful light things and a lot of dark things. So we're gonna love the light and hate the dark. What do we hate? Why do we hate it? Why do we feel uncomfortable sometimes around it? What is it that we need to balance out? Because sometimes it's not about fixing something. It's just a matter of balance. You balance it out and then it gets back to normal. I don't know why they're telling me right now it's kind of like hormones. Sometimes you can have like too much of one hormone, and sometimes you can have too little, but when you balance them out, everything is fine. But we all know that hormone imbalance is not a good thing. It does not reflect well on us in any kind of way. So we need to balance it. Just like we balance the hormones, we balance everything on the inside. But again, acceptance. Acceptance is the biggest thing. That's how you start. Taking that example with the hormones, which is easy to explain. If you're in denial that you even have an imbalance of your hormones, then you're not going to go and seek out help or seek out a way to balance them. So you're never going to balance them. And we can even go further by saying some people don't even know that they have an imbalance. How would they even take the step to fix that if they don't even know it exists? So find your imbalances, find your darkness, and start embracing it. It's not that, you need to stay like that forever. If you have a lot of fears and doubts, it doesn't mean that, you want them to grow, but it just means that you accept them and you understand them. You understand where they're coming from, why they're coming. So it's just a lot of things to do, but just stop fighting. Stop thinking that you need to fight someone or something out there, or something is going to attack you, or something is, want you to suffer. We are all creating this beautiful, wonderful reality, but it's not really real. Something you can do is look in a mirror, stare at yourself, and continue that for a while. After a while, you might start seeing how your face changes. You might start seeing several eyes or less eyes, several body parts. You might start seeing something even crazier than that. But you can see how reality is morphing. And even now, as I stare at the camera, like it's morphing. It's not staying the same. My eyes are perceiving more than just the third dimension. And you have to remember something, that our eyes see things in one way, but it obviously scientifically proven that animals see things in a different way. They can see different colors. Some see less colors, some can see more colors than us. Imagine that. Imagine a world with even more colors. We might think, we have so many colors right now. Some animals see even more. And who knows how they see and perceive us. So if we were to just change eyes, we would see something completely different. And when you realize that, you stop caring about how you look so much, because it doesn't really matter. And there's something that I always wonder. Who's to say that as humans, there's not like some kind of difference in our own eyes? And I see myself in one way, you see me in another way, another person sees me in a completely different way. Because they perceive different parts. Your eyes are reading different kind of elements and energies. I always wonder about that. And Maybe it's true, maybe it's not, but it's an interesting thought to have. That it really doesn't matter. And the same with the inside. Do you have darkness in you? Yeah, we all do. There's a story they told me about before. I don't know if you've seen this in movies or books or anything, but there's this like type of character, like for example, a vampire hunter who became a vampire. And he's a very tragic character because he's hunting his own kind now. Yeah, before he was a human, but now he's a vampire, so he's hunting what he is. And that is what a lot of us are doing too. We are basically hunting and trying to battle and fight what we are. So if you think that you are here to fight darkness, you're not, because you yourself are part darkness. So do you want to be that vampire hunter, that tragic character who's never happy, can never be happy? A vampire hunter vampire. No, that character is never going to be happy. Their character is never going to find joy. They have their mission, they have their purpose. But is that what you want to be? Or do you want to be happy? Do you want to experience joy? Do you want to be the best version of you can? It's your choice. And both choices are going to have downsides. In both choices, you're going to experience sadness. You're going to experience, bad stuff. That's just how life is. You go up, you go down, you go up, you go down. But again, balance and acceptance. Accepting that is just part of life. And when the hard stuff comes, you take it and you move on knowing that good things are coming. Good things will come after. And there's always a way to get through something. There's always a method that you can use to get through whatever you're going through. Whatever life throws at you. It's throwing it at you because it knows that you can get through it in some kind of way. And we are living on this wonderful, crazy earth. So there's many methods to everything. And that's beautiful and wonderful because you have a lot of options. So pick your poison or pick your favorite. But yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about. And I hope, if you made it this far, thank you. I really hope that, you felt something. And you not just learned something, but something in you changed. Because I feel like that's the kind of energy that has been pulsing through me now for this video. Some kind of change, some kind of transformation. Not just inspiration and love, but some kind of transformative energy that can help you accept you as you are, accept the world and life as it is, so that you can move on and have those wonderful moments where you're free, where your mind is free, because our minds aren't free right now, because we're still fighting. But we can be free, and we can stop fighting together. The more each of us stops fighting, like me, making this video, I stopped fighting. It's time to do it. Okay, I am doing it. What is the thing that you are going to do now? What are you going to surrender to? What are you just going to go out and do without any more fighting? Let me know in the comments if you'd like. Anyway, I'm going to end it here. It's been 20 minutes together. I hope you enjoyed. And I hope you have an amazing day. I'm sending you all so much love. And again, so much inspiration and creativity and transformative energy. Accept yourself, love yourself, because you are wonderful, beautiful, and perfect just the way that you are. And that doesn't mean that you can't grow and change. It just means that you are enough right now, the way that you are. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.